If you have knee pads, it'd be good to have a good All right. I've been thinking about how to present it this week. Okay, I've been studying wrestling a long time. All right, and how it pertains to fighting. But there's one thing that I need to talk about that it seems like a little thing, but it's a big thing when it comes to us training and wrestling. There are two different postures that I must account for when it comes to wrestling. One is my fight posture. Okay, if I am fighting and I show up in a wrestling posture here, all right, you can see where this would be a problem. All right, if I'm wrestling and I show up in a fighting posture here, you can see where this would be a problem. Okay, that changes my attacks considerably. All right, so if I'm in here wrestling with somebody, all right, that initial contact is going to be much different than if I'm fighting somebody here. You understand? All right, if I try to do silly things that mimic fighting in grappling wrestling, I'm going to be disappointed. So you must consciously acknowledge that. So does regular wrestling have any value? Absolutely. All right, the stuff that happens after initial contact will translate into MMA, but I have to learn how to deal with somebody who doesn't have to worry about getting punched in the face. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Eventually, you'll learn that fighting wrestling is easier because he shows up in that high posture, and so leg attacks become extremely viable because there's a reason why we stay low in wrestling. Why is that?
So we can't go for our legs.
Yeah, so we block our legs from getting attacked, okay? So we have to start with stance. All right, stance is our starting point. It's how we turn our brain on for wrestling / grappling. And so we are going to go over a non-fighting wrestling stance, okay? And so most of you have seen this, and I want to get past this so we can get onto the better stuff. All right, but I have staggered stance. All right, my lead leg is blocked by this hand. I must have discipline with this. All right, just because I start here and then go like this, all right, doesn't mean that's real smart. Okay, that lead leg is the prime target. All right, until he gets an underhook or something like that, that's the one thing I got to worry about. All right, in jiu-jitsu, you'll see it all the time. All right, they kind of stand high here, and they go in a tournament with their hands up high. Guy can just shoot right on it. Okay, jiu-jitsu guys get away with it because they end up getting guillotined, and now everybody's confused. So wrestling doesn't work. Yes. All right. So I want to have a good posture because that allows me the time I need to address the problems that are presenting themselves. All right. If I come in like this, all right, or if I come in like this, I see this one a lot. I don't know what to call that one. Jazz hands with a sore ass or something.
Abominable.
Huh?
Abominable.
Yeah. All right. I see this all the time. It's like the cool jiu-jitsu wrestling stance. Jazz hands with a sore ass. So come in with a wrestling stance, all right? If I know I'm low enough when my hand can easily touch the ground, okay? It's going to make your leggies a little tired, okay? That's okay. Your leggies can be a little tired, okay? So come in low, touch the ground, and now my left hand is my fuck you hand, all right? I'm allowed to do whatever I want with this. I like to poke around the eyeballs. Okay, on accident. All right, around the forehead. All right, start making them mad. All right, pull that bro out of them. Okay. Why is this hand important? Because it keeps him off my leg. All right. If he takes a shot here, all right, I want to keep him off my leg, but I made a fatal error here. What was it?
You didn't do things.
Yeah, the whole point of the fucking hand is to separate him from my leg. Okay? Now everyone knows what a sprawl is, right?
Yes, sir.
So I get into yeah, sprawl my goddamn dick. So I'm here, I'm in my stance, all right? If he fake shots here, if he takes a fake shot here, and I fucking sprawl in front of him, you can see the problem here, right?
Yes.
Okay? So what we do is we down block, okay? So he takes a fake shot, I'm just gonna catch him with this hand. Now, if he takes the actual shot here, I try to keep that leg away from him, but let's say he's like super aggressive and he keeps going, now I sprawl. Does that make sense? Okay? That way, it's non-committed, all right? Down block, then sprawl if necessary, all right? So what I want you guys to do is take your wrestling stance and take shots on each other. Down block, sprawl, down block, sprawl. That's step one. That way you keep him off your leg and you can actually wrestle him, all right? Separate your leg and your hand. Don't do this. When he takes the shot, don't go, oh God, then look at me as you go down.
Dad, you told me wrong.
Yes. All right? Let's do it. Come on.
Gym guy? If you want to. Not really.
Where did you just mean guy? Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not the thing.
That's the down block.
Yeah.
So when I'm down block,
So it,
right, I'm definitely gonna down block.
okay. Yeah, so you're gonna bring this down and bring this leg back. Oh, the lead leg, yeah. Yeah.
Not necessarily. Whatever you do.
I'll switch them.
And a big victory.
I'm cool with doing the other side. Here.
Alright, I'll take it.
Oh, God.
I don't know how he gets that.
I think it's still quite good shot.
If they go to the other leg, sprawl.
the other leg is back really far. Try that again. That's the other leg.
He's like, I watch the foot. He's like, I watch your foot. If the foot starts going back, it stays there. I can watch. It's like, really?
Okay, Kurt. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. You're not wearing a cup?
Pinch this labia. Keep moving.
Right, but, so you're gonna go with the other one?
No, we're falling. That is
Separate your legs and hand. There you go.
I said my
Put your phone up.
Then I
Bring that. I'm touching your legs. Did you already shoot?
I'll shoot out this.
It was.
That leg, boy. That leg, boy.
Yes. Keep driving. Keep driving. Yes. That hand touching your leg, and you mean very little.
Okay.
All right. Let's move on. Yes, sir. All right. All right. I think I have a good way to organize wrestling for you. But I'm going to tell you something that's misunderstood in wrestling is that since punching is not allowed, all right, they have no incentive to have an upright posture, and they have no incentive to keep their legs near me. Okay? But what does that leave them vulnerable to?
The head being close to you.
Yeah, the head's being close to me, okay? And so, think of base. What is a base? All right, a base is my comfortable ability to stand and bounce. If I lean forward at my base here, my feet, what happens?
You have to move your base.
That's right. And so when I stagger my feet, my base can extend forward and back a little bit better. All right, I kind of loosen on the sides here. But if I lean forward far enough, what's going to happen? I'm going to fall. Okay. All right. Or I do what? I step, right? I move my base. Okay? So if he has no incentive to bring me his legs or to straighten his posture, I must give it to him, and I'm not allowed to punch him in the fucking mouth. Okay? So what that's left to us, all right, is the snap. I want you to think that all of wrestling, see wrestling as a whole in your mind here, all right? And it's split right down the middle. Half of it is snapping. Half of it is snapping. The other half is everything else.
You mean it's no Stone Cold Stunners?
Huh?
No
So,
Stone Cold Stunners?
if I come in here and I have no incentive to bring my feet forward here, when he snaps me here, can you see my dilemma?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now what do I have to do? I have to bring my base closer to him. Alright, and my initial reaction from a snap here is to go against it. That makes sense? So what am I doing?
Bring your legs close.
Bringing my legs close and
Elevating.
elevating. You understand? Without that, it's really fucking hard to make a connection. Alright? The very first thing you should think about is snapping. Okay? Because if you snap, even if I don't get the snap, meaning I don't get him all the way to the ground, I'm making him.
The elevation and close.
That's right. You see that? And what you don't see in Jiu-Jitsu is an understanding of this snap. Meaning, I'm not just going to do this once and be like, oh man, I missed the move. All right? Because in grappling, it's a little different. Like I tried for the underhook, I'm not going to get it. I need to resituate. When you watch a wrestling match, it's like they're doing what they can to get that head down. Does that make sense? Now, the snap limited to the collar tie?
No.
No.
No. All right. So if I'm hand fighting with him here, all right, can I snap him from here?
Yes.
Yeah. Which way would I snap him?
The
To
way in which
his
he's
right
going.
side.
This way?
No, to his right side.
All the way to the right side?
Diagonal?
Kazushi, those of you who studied a little bit of judo, realize that there's a hole in that staggered stance right here. You see that?
Yes, sir.
If he pulls me this way, this foot. If he pulls me that way, that foot. What if he pulls me that way?
You have to readjust for fall.
I have to adjust or
We
fall.
see triangle edge.
Does that make sense? They call it Kazushi in judo. Alright? So, just because I don't have his head doesn't mean I can't snap him here. Do I just snap once and then see what happens?
No.
No. I snap like a goddamn crazy person. Okay? You snap like there's a meth reward at the end or something.
Wrestlers
Okay.
are just meth-headed.
Yeah, they're just bros.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah.
When you're snapping, you go back to like step back and snap.
No.
That was his first snap.
Here's a more involved snap here. Now, guys who have wrestled, their posterior chains are pretty significant. Okay? Because they're like, fuck technique, I'm just gonna be stronger.
I'm pretty fast.
Pretty fast. So you snap me all day long, bro. I don't care. All right. Well, I'm past that part of my life. Okay. So I can't allow that. So they're gonna keep here, and I would rather, because I understand if he snaps me, and I keep my hips underneath my head here, even though I lowered. All right. I'm still in better position than if I was here. Make sense? So I need something more involved with a guy who's using his head. All right, for the right reasons. So when I snap somebody, all right, especially from the collar tie here, push. See what's he gonna do when I push him?
Move his feet backwards.
What?
Move his feet backwards.
What's he gonna do consciously?
Push forward.
Push back, right? So when I push, he pushes forward. You see that? Okay, that's how you trick guys. Use them. You're enlisting them in their own demise. You must do that. Okay? If not, you're just going to have to be like, ugh. Okay? I want him to help me. Alright? So my hernia doesn't get any bigger. Push them in a while. Alright. If I use a collar tie for a snap, and he collar ties me back. Alright, who can snap who here?
You both could.
Yeah. And so it tends to favor the brute. Okay? And I don't suggest that, even if you are a brute. So if I make a connection like a collar tie, alright, it's not a one-handed affair, it's a two-handed affair. You understand? You can even piecemeal it up if you want. Alright? That stops him from being able to counter my tie. If someone gets a tie on me, alright, I'm going to react to the tie, not stay on it. You'll learn that technique later. None of you will use it, but I will show you magical techniques that you'll never use. So, I want you to two-hand on here, alright, push. When you feel that push back, I want you to bring him into the hole. Bring him into the hole. If you make his hands touch, congratulations. Now, people don't count this, see this, or even think about this, but it happens. If I get his hands down here and I cover his back, is this where I want to be? Hell yes. Okay, it has even more implications than if I was in wrestling and jiu-jitsu. That starts to expose the ability to attack him. You understand? So having a good snap has even more implications in grappling than even wrestling. You understand? Yet I rarely see a snap when people wrestle. Okay? Alright? Try to avoid that 80s wrestler fucking bullshit where you come up and you go. Please.
Bret Hart.
I just want to fucking kill myself when I see that. Alright? When I come in here and I go snap, snap, even if he gets away from me here. Alright? He has a tendency to bring his legs back with him. Why? They just snapped him down 14 fucking times in 2 seconds. God damn, what the fuck, bro? You understand? So now I snap him, snap him. He backs out and he comes back at me. He's got a higher posture. Oh, bam. Alright, I want you guys to snap the shit out of each other for 5 minutes. Alright, back and forth. You're both trying it. You're both doing it. It's grindy work, okay? Get good at this because you're going to play a game. Alright? Snap the shit out of each other. Yeah, if you got neck issues, today's not your day.
I'm good. Well, he's here. There.
Keep your hips under your head and your neck won't feel as bad.
Getting old now.
Are you going first? Where you going?
You understand this?
Yeah, I still. This is where I failed in my wrestling, though. To be fair, I should be looking for my.
Yeah, underhooks are good for snaps too.
I should have been looking for my
Very
reinforced
good.
upper on snap. Because we got so slippery, man, that the tool foot became really difficult to control. Yeah.
How they get out of that?
And I should have shot under.
Even though he's flipping out, it's still a snap.
Yeah. My reactions were shitty. I don't know. I need to get back and get really good at
Well,
the
here's the deal. If you can view it the way that I'm presenting it, snaps are so important that you see it on half of all right? Well, people see it as curiosity. You know, it might either
More deadlifts.
no, more deadlifts. Got to be. They're dancing. So, I want you to see what's happening there. How do you stop them from snapping? No. Your hips are right on her. So do that again. The exaggeration. So she brings her hips underneath her head here. You're in. There's a reason why you don't start that way. Because you'd have her legs in 2 seconds. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted you to notice that.
Oh, here, brand.
You pulled me down, I went to stop and I think, keep going. I just went right over you.
What's the problem?
What? Phone? Yeah, let's do that.
See, they both have a collar tie. See, you both have a collar tie, right? So Courtney's coming in to practice. Look, we're dancing now, right? So as she's coming into the backing,
You're good. Take your leg.
yeah, she's not gonna get the collar tie back. Look, I'm here. I'm gonna fight to get that collar tie off, or like Kurt's saying, she goes collar tie.
Well, I did have a
Hey, let
question.
him roll. Hey, I want you to roll and guard from Turtle real quick. I want you to he's gonna roll, yes. When he does that, I want you to sit in the ashi when he rolls in the guard. I want you to see this, sir. I want you to feel this.
He only answers your question.
He's gonna roll in the
What
guard.
about that? You're right, I guess not.
Unwise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you fall right to my knee? I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Plus, I'll hit my knee. No, it was my head, it didn't hurt.
So, once you feel her coming forward, shoot underneath it, Acacia. Snap and go under.
I'll take it. No. Yes.
Same, it's literally the same brand. Stainless.
Yeah, well, whatever, what stuff kid did this week, they're taking out back.
But I just ordered Costco's in
This is, yeah, game this up. They made some good shit.
It's not before I did it. Look what I
I'll
rolled.
tell you, they're like,
It's literally the
tired.
same brand.
All right,
That I did with
let's meet in the middle.
And Austin's is like not like.
Yeah.
No, $9.
Bringing snaps into your game will take you
I
from
got the
being
discount
a
on
shitty wrestler
But the camo belts are pretty cool.
to a less shitty wrestler. Okay?
The
Yes.
show's
What if
awesome.
they're relentless and they keep going back?
If they keep backing out,
The kids, camo
so if I go like this and he backs out,
That's on me.
better when I'm still like
Right there.
stripes because I was like,
Snap it, snap
I
it,
ain't
snap
gotta
it,
be
but
like
they're
going
moving
through
back.
like 100 belts
So-
for fucking long.
if I had gotten a race with Guy and he's going that way and he has to run backwards and I get to run forward, who's gonna win that race? Okay. So if I snap and he backs out and I go, shucks. Okay.
Darn it.
Darny darn darn. All right, but what happens if I do this? All right. I love that, especially like if there's a cage involved here, because now I don't have to chase his hips no more. So when I finish this guillotine, I push in to his hips and then bring it in. It's like folding a fucking straw. All right. But good question. Look, a lot of the things we do, like when we go for a 2-on-1 here, and how many times have I taught this?
Too many to count.
Too many to fucking count.
I'm getting
Okay?
bored of it.
But guess what? Guess what? I'll see it tonight. I tried to do one, bro. And I'll be like, cool. Alright, but watch.
You didn't try hard enough.
Yeah, go right through the wall.
Yeah, you got. If you're gonna do, you gotta
I
convert.
mean, if you just do that, I'm done. I'm gonna keep teaching it, and hopefully one day you'll be like, one day, 10 years from now, you'll be like, you know what? If I step with that, I fucking don't lose me. I wish you'd have showed me that. Alright.
Where have you been, Kirk?
Kirk, do you see how easy this shit is?
I know.
Why didn't you teach us this 10 years ago?
10 years ago.
Yeah,
It's gonna be.
and then when I have my heart attack, I'm just going,
It's gonna be one of the kids is gonna come in and do it perfectly. You're like, what the fuck? So Dawson be like,
That's
oh man,
it.
I need
I'm
to try
done.
that.
I'm going home for the week playing video
One day
games.
pistol
That's
figure
it.
it out. They do that.
I'm at that point.
And better usually.
All right,
Alright,
snap
good
it.
bragging.
When I get to this position here, what am I thinking? Single leg, double leg?
Well,
Make a connection and snap.
No, I'm thinking I'm gonna snap this motherfucker until something shows up. All right, I'm gonna snap this motherfucker until something shows up. Okay? Bounce his head off the fucking floor.
Yeah.
Seriously, try to bounce their head off the floor. Okay? All right, we're gonna play a game.
Ooh, I like games.
All right.
Squeaking,
Huh?
squeaking.
We can
I'm
make
ready
it
for
fucking
this.
split.
Squid game.
Yeah, if you don't snap, you just get
Half
shot.
of you are about to get better tonight. The other half.
Can you imagine?
Sorry.
Oh man,
I'm leaving.
damn, you didn't snap it.
Yeah, I'll end up with like 3
You better get,
students.
yeah, like you don't snap good, so each time you don't snap well,
Sorry,
you
bro.
lose like a digit.
All right.
There goes the pinky toe, you know, it's just like.
no, listen. Boom, boom, boom.
Just
All
rush
right.
roulette at that point, like, oh, well, you got lucky
Let's
enough.
see.
Try again.
All right, so
Next time we're putting 2 of them in there.
all right, this is the game. All right, if I make him touch his hands to the ground, I win. All right.
Okay.
That's one half of the game. The other half of the game is that if he does what some of you will do, and that is bring your hips in super tight. Okay. If I can get this, if I can hug your leg, I win. You understand?
Yes.
All right. Looked like I was at a rest stop there for a second, right? So if I make him touch his hand at the ground, I don't care how you do it. You can literally go like this. All right. You win. If you hug him elbow deep. Okay. Nuzzle.
Do it.
You win. Okay? That's it. You don't go past that. You don't pull half guard. You don't go fucking 100% and be like, I would have won, bro. That's not the rules of the fucking game. Alright?
So we can't sprawl out.
Yeah, you can sprawl out.
Okay.
Sure, you'll lose. Alright, if your hands touch the ground, if you sprawl out on top of them, your hands don't touch the ground, you win. Does that make sense? Alright, let me
so
show you.
excited.
I'm
so excited.
Doesn't make sense. He takes a shot. Alright. Did my hands touch the ground?
No, sir.
Okay. Alright. Now take a shot. Did my hands touch the ground?
Yes.
No. Okay. Know the difference now?
Nah.
Good God. Yeah, just eat it. Fuck it.
Just eat it. Do it. Yes. You won't
Still
lose.
eat it.
If you use your face instead, you won't lose.
That's glory.
100% support that.
For glory, though.
For the glory.
Yeah.
You'll get a special badge.
That's right. That's right. I support that. I want
I ain't getting shot today.
Yeah. All right.
Exactly. It's just to win the game, bro.
All right. Guys in first. Who's next?
Whoa.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, shit, we're going right. Yeah.
Oh wait, we're going, all right. Guy was waiting for the bell to ring. Ding ding.
Nice.
Oh, good
Very
shot.
Boom! Dead. Shot. You lose that
Lucky
round.
bag for my life.
And like,
You've got this, friend.
Nice.
ah,
Good
dead.
shot, man.
I'll tell you, fucking bragging is my dick hard sometimes. Very good.
Dead.
Good.
Just
All right,
kidding.
next.
Bam, 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 bam.
Line up on the one.
Who's next?
As soon as his shoulder came forward, man, it was good.
Remember, the hand touching the ground's the way too. Very nice.
Dead.
Very nice.
Shot.
What did he do there? Freeze. What did he do there? What did he do there? Something more important.
He captured my
Or
leg.
making her part way got up here.
Okay, that's not the part I want.
He was, so he caught the leg
Yeah.
But I tried and get.
What would happen before that? He did something that.
Yeah.
Was
He moved my hands out of me?
he on his knees there?
Yes.
Yeah. That means his posture was secure and he was low. And he just ran right up on top of him and gave him the leg. Alright? Your elevation isn't what's important, your posture is. Okay? Your posture. That's so hard to fucking teach.
He's hiding. Make him go.
Come on, let's go.
Trying to hide.
Look,
I'm not
guys,
even trying
the more failures you have in here, the better you will be. I promise you. Okay? Have your failures in here with your cult members. All right? Not
I'm
out
glad
there.
you finally escaped.
Very good. Excellent.
Dead.
Excellent job. Down. All right. Who's next?
He didn't even wait. He's like, fuck that.
I love dirty shit. All right, come on. Ninja, not samurai, y'all.
Yes, sir.
All right. Fuck the Shogun.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Ronin.
My hands never touched the ground. Ah, no, no, look, I got
In
it.
your leg.
I got it. See?
Very good. All right, Ted, you're out. All right, Cecil, you're in. Who wants to challenge Cecil to the death? All right. Squid Game starting tonight, folks.
You got this.
Oh, it was a risk. It was a risk.
Okay. You almost had it.
She did. She touched the ground, okay? That's okay. That's all right.
Wow.
I thought it
That was
was
the inner backpack.
Huh?
That was the inner backpack shit right there.
Who's next? Are you fucking? Uh-huh. If you break again this week, I swear to God, I'm gonna cut off your pinky.
Yeah, if you get hurt, then you can't compete. So if you still get hurt, you know?
Oh! It's a risk taking that shot, okay? The snap makes that wrist
Back at
less. Alright? You understand?
Where'd Jasmine
I
go?
didn't
She tried
articulate that
to
well.
catch
I
up.
didn't.
She disappeared.
Jasmine. She went in there, didn't she?
She's drilling on the dummy.
Very nice. I'll tell you what, I never see a big guy do that. Ever. And that right there was really good. Okay? God damn. Alright, who's next?
We're gonna take it out.
I'm ready to fail.
Fail as many times as you need to.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hell, you did.
Okay.
You see it recording, she's like, I'm gonna pace her. Alright.
That's
Okay, so
Nice ball. Hey, that was a nice ball.
now listen, this brings up a good point here. Alright? So when I shoot, okay, when I shoot, I need the hips close because
Yes, sir.
bad shit can happen, right? So it doesn't matter how fast or strong or awesome I am, alright? It matters if that leg is there. Look, a lot of people are taught, just fucking shoot. Just shoot, bro. All I do is just shoot, bro.
I just keep my head
You shoot fast enough, strong enough, you're gonna make it. One day you're gonna go against a guy who's stronger than you and faster than you. Damn. Your new fight name was almost pancake. All
You
right.
guys are both airborne and it just all came together.
It did. It was like no hand, no hand. Like, oh no, we didn't even record me.
I learned my lesson.
All right, more.
Come on, guys.
All right, guys. And David.
Don't be like me, guys.
Elbow.
Both of you. Woo. Dude, the worst for me,
Landed completely on top.
similar to that, it was
Shit.
I
Yeah.
had this top turtle. He did a sit out, and I didn't know what the fuck it was. Wham! Dude, it happened so fast, bro. I was like, oh shit! My whole face at the ground. I was like,
I
bro.
thought I was like, oh, okay. No,
So when that
That
happens,
one's
you
silver
realize,
and
and
then
the rules
it's
aren't the
gonna
way they are. If his hand's on the ground, you pick it back. We're gonna go over that tomorrow. The three
I
main
was gonna
connections.
sit, pull him back, but
Okay,
I pulled
one
him
of
on
them's
top
gonna
of
be
me.
covering the
And I was
back.
just like underneath him like
Okay.
this. I was like, oh, I
Alright,
died.
keep going, y'all.
Fuck this bullshit.
Please don't take a shot on David unless you absolutely have it. I mean, these are the best math money can buy.
I believe in you.
If you shoot really fast, you got it.
Marty was pretty fast.
It was fast.
was.
Who knew
Very
David
fast,
was,
man.
who knew
Part of
David
my
was
bag.
faster? That's the ironic thing.
I'll fuck around. But
Oh.
Very good. Hey, look, the size and strength matter.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Guys,
yes.
y'all
See, I
recording?
knew I first
Listen.
distinctions, right?
This isn't one of them no-touch schools that says dumb shit like size don't
Lord.
matter. Size fucking matters, alright?
So size matters. You gotta go with the
Size matters. So, whenever... But that doesn't mean that you're guaranteed victory. Because you know what else matters? Technique. Okay? Alright? Technique. You're gonna have problems with big guys first, and then you'll solve that riddle with frames and with technique. And then you're gonna go on, it's the fast guys that will annoy the fucking piss out of you. Alright? Alright? And then you realize it's the guys who are using technique with their attributes that are the ones to beat. Alright? Skip the fucking be fast, be strong stage and be martial artists, not athletes. Make sense?
Yes.
Alright, let's roll. Good first day. What's half of wrestling?
snap.
Now.
Thank you.
Snap City Jiu-Jitsu, baby.
Snap City, baby.
Yeah,
When you hear me on the sidelines yelling Snap City, what am I telling you to do?
Snap.
Snap.
Machine gun snap it.
What happened to that part of Tony Ferguson's game too? He used to be so good at that, man. And then he just like stopped doing it and like started doing some
We all
weird
get sucked
kung
into
fu
that
shit.
fucking bullshit striking, man.
And his striking's so just not good.
Dude, check this out. Come here, guys.
Just so not good. bro.
You're done? What?
This is your moment, yeah.
Oh shit.
Are you gonna hurt yourself on video again?
No.
It's the saddle that he bought for you, guy.
Alright, this is gonna look too kinky for you.
It's the
Put
saddle.
this
that-
on.
No, what does it do?
Guys, I'm scared. I'm scared, coach.
How do I even put this?
Yeah.
You ever put a belt on?
Am I gonna run into traffic?
Oh.
Is this one of those like leashes you put on children in the mall?